Hey guys, this is Red from Red PlayStation Filmer, and today I have a special guest with me, the Rated D.
What's going on, people?
And today we're going to talk about Nintendo's, all their reveals and all this funny shit that's been happening with them.
It's a complete disaster, dude. The funniest thing about this whole situation for me was, you remember how, around E3, Microsoft was, disabling comments and ratings on their videos because of all the bad feedback from the Xbox One? Now Nintendo did that on their 2DS video. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice that at all.
It was hilarious, dude. They disabled... It was a top video on YouTube the first day that they posted it, and then the next day, all comments and ratings were disabled because it was 3/4 of the bar was dislikes, and everybody in the comments was making fun of Nintendo.
I know during Microsoft's, it was 3/4 of it was all negative thumbs downs, dislikes, yeah, on theirs. But I didn't even watch any of Nintendo's thing because I just don't care. But I seen all this news and articles, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
I couldn't help but laugh because, especially all these Nintendo fanboys, they're like, oh, Nintendo's the greatest, they care about the gamer. But then when the gamers give them feedback that's negative, then they don't care about the gamers either,
Yeah, exactly. What I think is really funny is this whole thing about Reggie. Someone asked him, what do you think about all the competitor systems, their launch lineups? And he just said, meh. And then he said, we got Donkey Kong, we got Zelda, we got Pikmin, we got other games like Pikmin and Wonderful 101. Wonderful 101 sold 28,000 copies in Japan and launched on the launch day. And he did say we got Mario, but yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Because the other day I was in this one PlayStation group on Facebook. Somebody posted a screenshot of Nintendo statements from the 90s up until now, and everyone, it was for the new console, we have Mario, Zelda, and Donkey Kong coming up. They have not changed, dude. And it's the same thing. When there's a true next-gen console coming out, the PlayStation 4, nobody's going to care about these, half-hearted Wii U games. Especially the Mario 3D thing, they couldn't even get online multiplayer on it. Nintendo's stuck in the 90s, and that's the reason I'm disappointed with them more than anything, And when you see this type of arrogance from people like Reggie, it's laughable,
Yeah, exactly. And the 23 games that I just want to go back and rewind back to their launch. And the 23 games consisted of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Skylanders, Giants, Transformers Prime, which got a 4 out of 10, something like that, Wipeout 3, Epic Mickey 2, FIFA, Tekken Tag Team 2, New Super Mario Bros. U. The same crap like they did with the Wii. I love it. Oh, just put new in front of it, and that equals something new. It's whatever. Ninja Gaiden, Nintendo Land, Sing Party, Sonic and All Stars, Warriors Orochi 3, Darksiders 2, Assassin's Creed 3, ESPN, and pretty much all third-party, Zombie U, Rabbids of the Land, Your Shape, Batman, yep, and Scribblenauts Unlimited, Game Party Champions. They just had a lot of third parties and a lot of shit games. And none of them games that were third party really sold that well at all. That's why they have such bad third party support now.
And the funny thing is, a lot of those third party games had come out a year beforehand on the PS3 and 360.
I think Batman came out in 2011, yeah, a year ahead. And I think I saw some of your videos, it looks a little more blue or something. I don't know what that was, but yeah.
That stuff was hilarious, dude. I still have people coming on those videos, hating on me like crazy, a year later. It's so funny, dude. But that's the thing that blows my mind, is they thought that by getting games like Batman and Mass Effect that had come out months and months before, if not a year earlier, on the PS3 and 360, who's gonna buy that on the Wii U if they already have it? That's a waste of money. And that's the thing that what I like about these new consoles that they're gonna do is, for example, something like Battlefield or whatever. how you can buy it on the PS3 and then you can buy the PS4 version for like $10 more after you trade in, that type of thing. That makes sense. It does not make any sense whatsoever to get the superior version of Batman on the PS3 and then afterwards go and buy the inferior version on the Wii U. It makes no sense whatsoever for the same price.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things is, you're not going to get such a variety of great games like the PS4 has, and Xbox One has a couple good ones, but the Wii U doesn't have like all these great new IPs. It's just the same crap they've been throwing at us, like you said, since the 90s.
Exactly.
Donkey Kong, Mario, Zelda. And the Zelda game, that's not the type of Zelda game I want to play. The Skyward Sword would be like the type of Zelda game I'd want to play.
Exactly. And
I don't even know what this is. What is this game? It's just really, really weird looking.
The funny thing about that whole Zelda thing is there are so many Nintendo fans pumped up for it when it's a remastered version of a game that came out like 10 years ago or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that it's not just an HD upgrade or whatever, and I understand that they're like remaking it, but still, put out a proper Zelda game. You know? That's what annoys me the most about like arrogant comments like that with Reggie is that, you know, he says, oh, we have Zelda, but it's not, it's almost like false advertising, if you get what I mean, you know, because it's not necessarily a new Zelda game. It's like we're bringing back an old game. To be honest with you, of all my time, like, playing games or whatever, Wind Waker was the only Zelda game I didn't know about until, like, I really got on the internet and started looking up this stuff. Like, I knew about, like, all the old ones, and I knew about Twilight Princess and all the new ones, but until I specifically went back to look at older Nintendo games, I didn't even know about it. Like,
what they need to do is come up with like a brand new story and like world for Zelda, and then put them in it. If you're gonna do a Zelda game, make a brand new Zelda game, not the same old crap.
Exactly, and I think that they need to have him speak for once. And that's the thing that annoys me so much about Nintendo and their family.
He doesn't speak in any of the games? I played the Game Boy. I've only played the Game Boy Color games, so I don't know.
Yeah, all he does is just make noises. Yeah, he makes noises, but he doesn't speak. They have, like, text on there instead. And
so it's like old Final Fantasy games, kind of?
Yeah, exactly. That's what annoys me is, like, people will defend that and say, like, it's tradition and things like that. But that's something that needs to get with the times. Like, people with baseball for the longest time were saying they don't need instant replay because it's tradition. But you see the types of problems that you have when you don't upgrade to, you know, get with the times, you know? That's exactly the situation Nintendo's in with that type of thing with Zelda. And it blows my mind that people will still sit back and defend it when it needs to be improved, you know?
Exactly. Even the PlayStation 3 has a better lineup. They have Beyond Two Souls, Ratchet and Clank, like a brand new one that's actually like a full story and everything.
If Ubisoft stops, then they'll have no third-party support.
Pretty much. And then they came out with this 2DS, which I just think's the funniest thing. I actually thought that was like a made-up trailer or something. I didn't think this was serious. So basically, it's a DS that cannot fold up. The position of the analog stick is in a really awkward position, and it can play 3DS games. So basically, it's a backwards compatible to 3DS DS, if that makes any sense. And it's $30 cheaper than the 3DS or something.
See, here's another funny thing about it. Yules had made a video about this, and he was like face-palming about it. Because what makes this even worse is that they could have used this as an opportunity to include a right analog stick.
Yeah, why didn't they include a right analog stick in that?
And, like, that just blows my mind that they'd have the opportunity to finally include a right analog stick, and they don't go and do it. Like, I really can't understand what Nintendo is thinking. I can't understand it at all.
And also, it's supposed to be portable, but I don't see that thing fitting in your pocket. You see how big the thing is? It is really big. And if they wanted to make, it seems like they want to make like an iPad or something, then just make it so that it's really big then, like an iPad, and just do it.
See, that's another thing that annoys me about Nintendo. They tried to capitalize on another gimmick with the gamepad, you know, with the whole tablet craze. And it seems like they're trying to do the same thing with the 2DS, but they're just failing with it. Like, they need to stop doing that.
And it's also ultimately going to hurt their 3DS sales, because who's going to want a 3DS that's like $150, $60 now? And you get this thing for $130, I believe. Yeah, $130. And you can play the same games, but no one uses that 3DS feature anyways. So basically it sounds like they're getting rid of the 3DS, and this is going to be its replacement, so you're going to hurt those sales. And yeah, it's pretty weird.
Real quick, another shot to Nintendo fanboys. I love how they were always talking down about Sony using 3D a few years ago, but they think that the 3DS is like the most amazing thing ever with the 3D. And like you said, nobody cares about the 3D anymore.
Exactly.
I mean, I've said it so many times, but I really can't understand what Nintendo is thinking. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, it's like they're giving this next gen to Sony and Microsoft. I mean, who would have thunk it that as bad as Microsoft is doing right now, that Nintendo would end up looking worse?
And in Europe, it's a really good deal if you get a PS4, because you can get 2 DualShock 4 controllers, Killzone Shadowfall, and you get the PlayStation camera, is what they call it now. Not an iToy or PlayStation Eye, it's just called a PlayStation camera. And you can get all that with the 500 gigabyte PlayStation 4 for €499, which is the same price as the Xbox One, and all you get is FIFA with that, and the Kinect, which no one cares about.
And here's another thing real quick. You know, Sony's got all these free-to-play games at launch, you know? That's something that even I am enticed by, you know what I mean? Like, even though I've got PlayStation Plus and I'm going to be playing a lot of Killzone, I'm still going to download Blacklight Retribution. With PlayStation Plus, I'm definitely going to download their version of Draft Club. And Nintendo just doesn't have those types of options. Part of the reason why is because they have such a small hard drive in the console and they don't let you upgrade it. And even though the PS4 hard drive is 500 gigs, day one I'm going to upgrade it to a 1 terabyte hard drive just to make sure that I'll have the space, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And another thing is you get PlanetSide 2, you get all these great games, and in February we're getting Infamous, so that's pretty awesome.
I mean, it's constant, you know, high-quality exclusives that you get with Sony.
And what other big games are coming out in 2014 that they're not getting on the Wii U is Final Fantasy 15. That's not coming out on the Wii U, which is pretty awesome. It has like no third-party support whatsoever. Even Square Enix, which is usually pretty big with Nintendo, even on the DS.
Yeah.
And they're not even supporting the Wii U.
Dude, if Ubisoft stops supporting them, they're going to have absolutely no third-party support whatsoever.
And I saw an article about Rayman Legends being the highest-rated Wii U game so far. And that's Ubisoft. That's not good. That's not a good thing when third parties are getting better reviews than your first parties.
Especially when this is Nintendo we're talking about.
Yeah, king of the first party.
My goodness. And then with bombs like Wonderful 101, I mean, nobody's buying Pikmin 3. I mean, it's just plain sad.
Wonderful 101 has a pretty nice title to it. You'd think it would have sold, but they didn't advertise at all. I didn't see any commercials for that. I didn't see anything on the internet about it. So when it comes out, no one ever heard of it. So yeah, who's going to buy it? And then they were going to put Mario and like different Nintendo characters in it, and then they decided to scrap that, and they didn't put them in it. So that probably would have sold it too.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm looking at gameplay of Drive Club, and it looks amazing. You know, this is a true next-gen game. You know, not, you know, all these Nintendo games that... The thing that annoys me...
They're not even getting Mario Kart. And I think a lot of people wanted that at Gamescom. Or whatever they did, Nintendo Press. I don't know if they were even at Gamescom. I don't care, but yeah. A lot of people wanted that.
Just from, like, the way the Wii U, like, the way its power is, it's not a next-gen console, you know? And the thing that's holding it back so much is the gamepad, another gimmick. This is something that I want Nintendo fans to really understand. And I've said it before, and I still get hate for it. Nintendo said that they were coming back for the hardcore gamers with the Wii U, right? And then what do they go and do? They make a tablet for a controller in order to try to, get the casuals again. That says to me that they don't care about their fans at all. They're taking advantage of their fans. And that's not something that, I can respect. It's unbelievable that they've still got people that'll do anything for Nintendo when they see that they don't care about their fans.
Exactly, and they're selling less right now than the Vita that came out it didn't come out that much earlier than the Wii U. It only came out earlier just in Japan, and then, the Vita is still outselling it right now, so that's pretty good.
I think they're separated by like 6 months or something.
Yeah, so, something like that, 6 months.
It's just, I can't understand Nintendo, dude. I'm really speechless.
Because I'll always see Nintendo fanboys cutting up the Vita, but no one cuts up the Wii U, which was absolutely worse. It was like 2 million behind, I believe.
This is some stupid comments that I read. Like, these are some stupid comments that I read the other day. I was on this Nintendo video, and I basically said on there, like, LMAO, how about that 2DS, And I got all these Nintendo fans that started, like, jumping on attacking me. And a couple of them were attacking the Vita. And I brought up the fact that the Vita, whether you like it or not, and whether you want to deny it or not, is the best handheld. You can't deny that. It's the best handheld. It's like a console in your hand, And the thing is that then some people started saying that, the Vita doesn't have games. The Vita had an amazing launch lineup, and the attach rate, games per console with Vita, I believe it's like over 10, So the people that have Vitas are extremely pleased with them, Obviously, the people that have Wii U's aren't that pleased with their consoles, and now Nintendo has to drop the price to even try to sell anymore. 160,000 consoles in 3 months is pathetic, And
especially when it's like getting outsold by this current gen of consoles, like the PS3 and Xbox 360, and the Vita. But that's next gen.
Review Take USA made a video the other day where he said that one of his friends, he said something to them about the Wii U, and his friend was like, wait, I thought that was just a peripheral for the Wii. Like, people still don't understand that it's a new console. Like, Nintendo has failed from top to bottom with the Wii U. It's sad, but, there's no way of going around it. They've completely failed with it,
And they're really silly to say that the launch lineup is that bad when you're getting Killzone, you're getting Battlefield 4, you're getting Assassin's Creed, you're getting all the good third parties, and then you're even getting new IPs like Drive Club.
And Knack.
These are
exclusives we're talking about.
And it's funny how the PS3 is still being innovative and having new IPs like Beyond Two Souls. Oh my God.
The Last of Us was a new IP.
Yes, The Last of Us, and that sold more copies than the actual, probably about the same as what the Wii U sold in console sales. Because I know it sold about 3 million, and that was in June. I don't know what it is now, so it's probably it might be a little higher than the Wii U in console sales.
The official numbers for The Last of Us, I believe, were 3.4 million.
Wow.
The first 3 weeks. Now let me check real quick to see, at least based on what Wikipedia says about the Wii U's numbers. I believe it was only like 3.1 million last time I checked.
Wow.
And I'll say it.
It didn't increase that much, though, so...
The best-selling game is Nintendo Land, which was a pack-in game, and that's 2.6 million.
And did you see that Resogun game for the PS4? That's going to be a free-to-play game. It's made by the same people that made Super Stardust HD, and IGN was hyping it up a lot. You get it free from PlayStation Plus. That's one of the free games, and Drive Club is free.
So
from PlayStation Plus.
Here, it says as of June 30th, the Wii U had shipped 3.61 million consoles.
That's shipped, not sold.
Like, that is just pathetic.
And the PS4 is already up to over 1 million pre-orders.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. I think that's all that needs to be said.
Yep.
PS1 has almost... I'd say it's going to have about half as many sales within, like, the first week as the Wii has made in a year.
And it looks like I saw something about they were adding voice recognition in the PlayStation camera, but the thing is, if people don't want it, they don't have to buy it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to force you to buy a $500, bundle with something that you won't use.
Yeah, pretty much. And Xbox One, it looks like they're making ground on Sony, but Sony's still way up there. The only thing I was talking to you earlier, the only thing that could save them is if they launch it with Call of Duty when that comes out, which apparently they're launching it November 27th according to Amazon. This is the launch day one bundle is coming out on the 27th of November, which is like a little over a week after the PlayStation 4 is coming out. So that's not going to help their situation.
Yeah. My gosh. I mean, it's almost like Microsoft and Nintendo purposely handed this next generation to Sony. It's unbelievable how badly both of them have screwed up.
Yeah.
I can't. It's mind blowing. I mean, that's really all I have to say. Like, I don't even know where else to go with that.
So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you subscribe and comment to our channels and like this video. Thank you for watching, and see ya.
Keep it frosty.
At least they're predictable. It's the normal people that scare me.
Get a move on.
PlayStation